Nelson Royal, and there you get a good look at the challenger, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. If you listen to Nelson, it's been 9 continuous years and nobody's ever come close. The real truth could be that he may have won and lost it on at least one occasion that I know of.
Man is a tough man, though. Jimmy's going to have his hands full. That's why he's getting those people behind him, because it will be a distraction for Nelson Royal. Because those people, if you get to listen to them, that's why I had a lot of problems with my guys, is because they would start listening to the crowd. And if they're not with you, you don't want to pay any attention to them at all, because they will throw you off. And see, the people have made Nelson mad hot. He doesn't know what he's doing. Sasha needs to be reassuring the guy instead of like looking at the camera and
just
looking
telling him everything's okay,
telling
right?
him that get back in there, pay attention to Jimmy Garvin. Jimmy Garvin is the competition here, not the people outside the ring. The people didn't sign the contract. Jimmy Garvin did.
Jimmy
Garvin's the one that'll take the
special
belt away.
relationship with the fans, though. And it's really weird because he's such a happy-go-lucky guy, and it's so obvious he thinks so much of his squeeze that the people they just seem to bubble out for him, you know?
Oh, yeah, you can't help feel it, because you can see that the closeness that him and Precious have gotten, it just rubs off to everybody else, and anytime that Jimmy Garvin gets hurt, you know that Precious is also feeling that hurt.
He's no slouch when it comes to taking care of business inside of the ring. And fans, this is the World's Junior Heavyweight title match, sanctioned by Atlantic Coast Wrestling as our television main event this hour. The title is on the line. Nelson Royal defending in the kind of defensive position against gorgeous Jimmy Garvin.
That's right. This may be the toughest competition that Nelson's faced today, because Jimmy Garvin does have a lot of experience. He's got the people behind him. The people are yelling, break it, break it. Jimmy's got to be feeling good with the people behind him.
And the thing that's helped Nelson over the years, of course, is when the weight class was 225, Nelson was right at 225. And now that they've moved it up 5 pounds, and you can get away with being 230, 230 and a half, 231, they really frown on.
5 pounds makes a lot of difference, too, because that could be all upper body weight, or it could be just all strength. And Jimmy Garvin, I mean, you can look at him, he does way more than Nelson.
That's what I was trying to say. It opens the class, the junior heavyweight class up, to guys like Jimmy Garvin, who didn't have a chance before.
Now, Jimmy's at the top of that weight class, and not Nelson. Let's see what Nelson does to Jimmy Garvin out here. There's a lot of stuff that you could do.
I don't think Nelson Royal can let a chance like this slide.
Oh, right on the belt. I mean, for me, the belts meant a lot, and I wouldn't let my guys tear up the belts, because, I mean, that's kind of the prestige of having that title. It's having a nice belt to put around the end.
Apparently, he's turned it into an offensive weapon, because Jimmy Garvin, from where I'm sitting, looks like he may be busted up over one eye, and Nelson Royal is not shy about going after things like that.
Well, that's what you've got to do once you see that blood. It's just like a boxing. Oh, Jimmy almost had him. He just had to hook the arms. He's just maybe a little bit weary from getting his head bashed in there, but let's see what happens. They're tied up in the ropes. Oh, big chop from Jimmy.
Garvin slamming away there on Nelson Royal. Backs him out of the turnbuckle. Royal, chest first, right into the turnbuckle.
Been right on the chin. It might have helped him. Wait. There's Sasha. She's up on the ring. Let's see what oh, no. Jimmy shouldn't have done that. He should have. Oh, no.
Fans, hang on. Did he get him? No. Jimmy Garvin's out.
Right time.
Sasha,
that could have been it. Oh.
Sasha almost lost the match for gorgeous Jimmy Garvin.
The referee had to. Just like what we said before, you can't throw the guys over the top rope.
Baby doll, I'm headed for the ring. We got to see what something's going on here.
I cannot believe this. Nelson just threw the guy out of the ring. It was like a last-ditch attempt. Maybe Nelson thought that that title was really up for grabs and that Jimmy Garvin was going to take it. It was a last-ditch effort on Nelson's part, because there was no way Jimmy Garvin, I don't know, Sasha jumped up on the ring. Jimmy Garvin turned around. Nelson went for the win, didn't have it. Jimmy Garvin win, but it was a disqualification. It doesn't count. The title will not change hands. It's unfortunate for Jimmy Garvin at this time, because he really should have had the win on Nelson Royal. Let's see what Jimmy Garvin's got to say, because this is a shame. Jimmy Garvin had Nelson Royal. He had him beat. Sasha jumps up on the ring. Let's see what Rick Nelson,
the rules of
ACW.
You know a title doesn't change hands on a disqualification. But even though you won the match, I bet you there's a couple of hundred people here that think you're the new junior heavyweight champion.
Who do you think? Well, I think so too. I think so too. In fact, all I can say, that was real cute, Nelson Royal. That was real cute. Because I know you, and I know what kind of keeping my cool about nothing. That's the kind of guy we're dealing with. Somebody that'll hit you from behind, some sneak, somebody that's got some girl with him, and I know all about that. And the fact is this, Nelson Raw, it's going to be a cold day in hell, baby, when you can beat gorgeous Jimmy Garvin.
Fans, the situation is anything but over.
You know, I do a lot of things, and I meet a lot of people. And I got to tell all of you that the things that's going now is gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. And I don't care. Nelson Raw, nice try.
Hello, wrestling fans. Gene Ligon with Atlantic Coast Wrestling, July 14th in Moxville, North Carolina, at the Brock Auditorium at 8 p.m. We've got a tremendous card that night. Some of the wrestlers that'll be there: Nelson Royal going against the dreaded Shinobi. With Shasha will be there also. Robert Gibson and Mitch Snow going against the Mod Squad with L.A. Stevens. David Isley going against Speedy Gonzalez, one of the ring lords, and of course Tommy Angel going against the other